And last but not least, in 1.4.1, the independent practice section. So this is a section here where you can practice the skills that we learned throughout the lesson. Number 1 says, in problem 4.1, you explored the relationship between arm span and height. The scatter plot below shows data for another group of middle school students. A says to draw a model line from 130, 130 to 190, 190 on your scatter plot. Okay, I'm going to take my line shape and I'll go from 130, 130 and go all the way up to 190, 190. So it looks like the line just cuts my graph straight in half. Use the line to describe the relationship between height and arm span. So what does it look like based on that line and based on the points? How could you describe the relationship between height and arm span for these data sets? Write an equation for the line using h for height and a for arm span. So again, you're writing an equation for this line that we drew. And what is true about the relationship between height and arm span for points in each part of the graph? So you're looking for points on the model line. So points that go through, or the line, points that this line goes through. Points above the model line. So points like this top one here. All of these points above the line. And then points below the line. So points below the line underneath this line going through the middle. What is true about those points? What is true about all of those points related to where they are on the graph? Last but not least, the summarize and reflect. Based on what we did in this lesson, how would you display and analyze data collected to test the claim made by Vitruvius?